So my local Home Depot has started doing some Black Friday specials already. And I saw this commercial electric 3-foot LED shop light, model number 453. And it's a 3000 lumen 30 watt light. And I have it all unboxed here. It does come with some instructions. Can't imagine there's anything too extraordinary on them, but if you want to see them, I will just hold them in front of camera briefly. You'll have to pause it if you want to actually read it. But comes with a 5-foot cord that's permanently attached, along with some hanging cables, a zip tie, and then some flush mount hardware. So you got some screws and some anchors. I'm just going to zoom back out. The construction of this light really is nothing special. It's very bottom dollar quality here. As you can see, actually, the sheet metal on this is bent because it's so thin. And it might have been from me, it might have been from shipping, it might have been from the factory, I don't know. But honestly, the paper on this manual is almost thicker than the reflector for this light. And it looks like the plastic tube is really nothing special. It's just opaque plastic. There's no reflector in the back since that's what the metal around it is for. And then the end caps are plastic, very cheap feeling. And there's some information that's on the light. I'm going to wrap the cord here. Unfortunately, this light cannot be daisy chained. It is just a single light by itself. And it doesn't look like it has a switch anywhere. So I'm assuming it just lights up when I plug it in. So this is going to be bright. Actually, I will just point it down so it's not as jarring. But I'm going to plug this in now. Alright, lights on. Gonna flood the camera there with light. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the lights in my room. So that's what it looks like with the lights off and this light on. Back to having the room lights on with the shop light on. And then shop light off. The camera's going to adjust exposure, so probably not the best demonstration. I do think it would be interesting to see what's inside it real quick though, so I'm going to grab some tools and I'll be back. Alright, I am back. Hopefully this will be discharged and there's no serious shock hazards. I don't expect this to have much for a capacitor bank or anything like that because this is literally built in the bottom dollar. How they're able to even sell these for, I think regular price is $15, is beyond me. I mean, I don't think there's really too many more corners they could cut. One thing that would be interesting to do with this, if you didn't want to use it as intended, would be just removing this reflector and then maybe seeing if you could hang it or something. Make a chandelier out of it. Oh, alright, so you can see the backing of the LED strip. And yeah, there's really, this adds almost next to no structural integrity because this actually feels almost equally solid without it on. So I'm going to finish removing the last two screws here and we'll see what's inside. And if I break it in the process, well, it was only $10, I guess. I could do what the people on eBay do and be like, oh, it died. I'm going to return it. So nothing on the end. I'm not sure what the point of this piece of plastic here is. Interesting. I guess this is the backing for the screw mounts. You can see down the tube. is just a bunch of LED lights, which is on a aluminum backing, which is not too surprising. Something's not wanting to come apart. I'd prefer not to break this for the sake of science, even though it would be interesting to see what's inside. Be nice if the cord was removable, but not at $10. Oh my, there's hardly any electronics in there. Alright, I gotta do this off frame because the tripod in my way makes everything difficult. I think it's snapped together. Kind of working against something here. It looks like there's some prongs that go, oh, well, I guess you can see on this side. Yes, there's some slots that these lock into. Oops. Get the orientation right. Like, oh, all right. They lock into those little pins right there. I feel like something else is holding me up here, though. Because this side's not playing as nice. Just thinking here. I can't imagine they made different caps for each end, so I'm just kind of comparing and seeing what would be holding me up. This end is going to be the same, except for they have a hole for the cord, I'm betting. I almost wonder if maybe they glued it together. Oh. There's some locking tabs, I think. Has the same overhang. Okay, so there's some locking tabs there. So I need to, I think I need to push this bottom piece back and the top piece forward and then try to take it apart. Alright, I'm going to do this off camera. Alright, took some poking off camera with the screwdriver and got it apart. There's the power supply board. Not much to it. Big filter capacitor, I'm guessing. Little transformer. Then the other stuff I don't know. I think the little blue thing up there might be a metal oxide varistor. And then that's obviously labeled fuse, the orange piece. Let me zoom in a little. I got the end of the light in the way though too, so got labeled fuse there. I think the red things are capacitors. And then the little black round thing is probably an inductor. Looks like it says 1.5 millihenries. Yeah, 1.5 millihenries. So that's the power circuitry, and then yeah, just wired onto the board on the other end. Not really a good way to show that. I would pull this out, but I don't want to jar those wires and cause them to fall off. So yeah, that's the inside of that. I guess if you want to see what it looks like on with it taken apart. I don't recommend doing this. It's probably dangerous. But I'm not touching the naughty bits in theory. Probably gonna shock myself trying to plug it in one hand more than anything else. But ta-da! Not sure what to expect there, but yeah, it works as intended. Here's the other bottom housing. So it looks like, yeah, this is a different molded part. The top pieces though, they're basically identical. But yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. Long term, you know, the question will be, I guess, is it going to last? Is it going to be good? I don't imagine it's going to last the 5-year warranty it comes with. I would suspect that unless you hardly ever use this, it might last 2 years. Where's the warranty on the box? There it is. It So suppose there's a 5-year warranty. And is there somewhere, I thought I saw somewhere on the box that said, yeah, so it's rated for 50,000 hours continuous use. I very highly doubt that though. I'm not sure. I don't have a calculator on hand. How many hours that'd be? It's gonna do lazy math. Or how many years? Let's just say 400 days in a year and 20 hours a day, because those are easy numbers. That's 8,000. 5 years would be 40,000. Yeah, so let's just pretend 50,000 hours is 6 years of use. I don't have any confidence that this would stay lit consistently for 6 years. But I think for $10, you know, if you can make it through a year or two worth of use, it's not a terrible value. It's just very cheaply made and poorly built. So, yeah, no, hopefully that was interesting, and thanks for watching.